Hello everyone and welcome back to my digital dojo. I am Merlin Sensei. Welcome back to another unboxing video. For those of you that are returning from recently, you may have seen that we opened set 3, aka OP03 of the One Piece TCG Pillars of Strength, and had a pretty decent box. Recently, the prices of Battle Spirit Saga set to false gods, like we have here, has been plummeting pretty fiercely. And that is very unfortunate because it's a good set, it's a good game. But there's not a whole lot of people that put value into it right now, which is unfortunate. Forgive the stability of my camera. Again, I'm trying things out, trying to see if I can get things looking better. And so far, the camera's looking pretty good. You could actually read Battle Spirit Saga False Gods. So, let's go ahead and pop her open, and hopefully we'll get some goodies. Now, I purchased this particular box for $35 and change, shipping, all that stuff. For an entire box, which is kind of crazy because that's like $1 and change for each individual pack in here, which is completely nutso. First off, we've got our Gundam collab Beam Rifle Thorn Prison, which is fantastic. I mean, it's just cool. It's a really good card for green. If you splash green in other colors, such as purple especially, this card's great. It exhausts it has your opponent select 2 of their refreshed spirits and exhaust them. So that way, when they launch an attack with someone, well, you can go ahead and at least stop 2 of them from getting through if they have a full board. 1, 2, 3. Do we go 3? Or do we go 4? I think we go 4, because technically we've got the Soul Core, which is, of course, a mech token, which we love here. We love mech tokens. Look at that. Did you see what I did? I went under instead of going across. That's pretty good, huh? I'm learning. Okay. Hanged Man, don't care. We've got Winged God Mech, Grand Woden for a rare, and we've got a foil map butterfly, which personally I think is fantastic. I like foils, and I like foils of cards that, I see use from. And I am working on running a green deck, especially a green insectoid deck, slash carapid deck, or carapite deck, so that's nice. 1, 2, and 3, 4, because we don't count the core. Speaking of cores, Soul Core, which means mech token. Again, love the mech tokens. Alright, Arcana Princess Anne as an uncommon. Foil Nexus Hazard, which isn't a huge deal to a lot of people, but I like Nexus Hazard for my Gagano Rex deck, and a foil version is just kind of mwah. And Armor Tree Herrick Dynus. I would be super excited for this because, like I said, I want to run Carapites, and to give all Insectoids and Carapite spirits flash during either attack step for the low price of basically getting this guy out for like 4 and then putting 3 cores on him. That's pretty cool. But I ordered extras not too long ago when I didn't think I was going to go ahead and pick up another box. So he's actually extra. But still, cool card. I like him. Higuin. I like Gween. I see Toihiro Musashi on the top here. I don't think I pulled a lot of these out of my last 2 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4. We say 4 because we don't count the core, because the core is nothing but an ant token. An Ant-Man token, forgive me, which is still cool, though. Sure. Hey, there's a regular Nexus Hazard. I know that I was really hard pulling for these last time because I wanted to get them. I wasn't sure how uncommon they were going to be, if they were going to be short print uncommons or whatever, but hey, extra is always good. Ripper Princess Azalea, we actually had a really rough time pulling Ripper Princesses. We only pulled one out of 2 boxes. It's awesome to see another one here. A foil version of the regular Ripper Princess would have been cool, because at my local store Champions, I traded with some people and actually got the other 3 I needed. Still, good card. It's a 2-drop. I can see a lot of cool things happening with it. And Impaler Forest for our common foil. No big deal there. I mentioned it before in the previous box openings for Battle Spirits. We're still looking for the same thing to get value. 1, 2, 3. If you don't pull a Gundam collab card or the Saga rare, unfortunately, you really don't get value out of your boxes, so to speak. Ant-Man token. Maybe you'll get lucky, though. You know what I mean? Alright, we got Jet Wyvern, followed by Imperial Night God, Avalo Palladion, and King Vulture as a foil rare. That's a double rare pack. We like those. Those are always fun. Let's go ahead. Get into our next pack. So, as far as Gundam cards that I would like to pull, there's nothing hugely that I'm looking for, because I am not the most adamant of Gundam perusers, so to speak. I mentioned it before. My favorite Gundam is G Gundam with Domon Kashu. Love that man. Mech token, by the way. So any Gundam card is fine. If it's different than the one I got last time, which was Gundam Exia, you know, I'll be pretty happy. We've got Onyx Bird, Yadagloss, and Marty Bunny. Marty Bunny, cost-wise, not terrible. It's a Fabled Beast. I know Mo Guns would definitely be interested. I think he's been trying to run a a Fabled Beast-centric yellow deck for a while. And Fabled Beast definitely got a whole lot of help in this set, especially with stuff like Crocodile, etc. Like, there's some good stuff. I always forget his stupid name, but the boar that has the moon tusks, so to speak. Mech token, love those. We've got a Shrike, followed by Meteor Emperor, Siege Worm, and Cloud Sea Conger as a foil common. No big deal there. Other cards that I would like to see in general, the Ants Strike Back. Because I only have 2 of those, I would like 2 more to go ahead and finish out my set, so that way, I mean, they're not too expensive, but I just, you know, if I can be cheap and not buy them online, that'd be cool. 3 off the back. Let's go ahead and take a look. Dark Knight Lamorak as the uncommon. Ooh, foil Ant-Man General. That's kind of dope. We like that, especially since I was talking about using tokens and stuff like that. This particular guy I don't think I'm going to use. He's fairly cost effective, and you can go ahead and get another token out, so it's almost... It's, if you really look at it, it's 2 for 3, because you spend 1, as long as you can get out a couple of other greens out on the field. So you spend 1, then you have to put 1 Soul Core on him, so 1, 2, and then the token comes out for free, and then you put a Soul Core on that, and it's like, meh, you know what I mean? So, and then the other problem, 2 cores to get to level 2, which is fine, but he's at 3k, which is that Burning Force hype, or Burning Force trap, so you gotta be really careful about that. Daimyo Beast Yaiba no Kami as an X-Rare in that pack. Not bad, that's my second one for my collection. What I'll probably end up doing, whatever I don't pull out of this, I'll probably end up looking at what prices are and maybe filling in my gaps. We'll see what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got our core, which means Ant-Man. Sheboygan, Princess Hachikazuki, followed by a foil uncommon Hanged Man, and Void Ogre Emperor Avarisha. Not bad. Cool looking X-Rare. We like that. The Void, the purple Void Lord is probably the one that will see the most play, because it actually has some decent tech for purple decks. In my opinion, I haven't really checked the meta in a while, but the fact that if you could go ahead and play it in a Maduke deck, mech token right there for you, or for me, I guess technically, then you can go ahead and get a Void Lord on the field, bring Maduke back if it was somehow killed. Like, you get some decent options. Well, you know, we'll see. Whoops. A little sneak peek there. Hanged Man, followed by Polar Ice Dragon Glacius, and Dragno Commander foil uncommon. Again, all of these statements are just my opinion. Curious to know what you guys are running. Curious to know what you guys think of the set. Do you think this is actually a great set? Do you think that this set was donkey do, mech token? Do you think the game is doomed? Do you like the idea that Game Grumps are getting some special edition cards for the third set? You know, a whole lot of questions. Go ahead and let me know in the comments below. Royal Retainer, Ezo Wolf, followed by the 3 cards, and Thunder God McDonar, which we actually pulled a lot of, it feels like, in our last 2 boxes. But to get a foil uncommon, sure. You know, I'm not going to be too upset with it. Go ahead and go on to our next pack. So we haven't seen any SPRs, which is theoretically good because you either get SPR or Gundam Collab or Saga Rare. So we'll see what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got our core, aka Ant-Man token. Was that too close? Not close enough. There we go. Oh, that's a little something. Arcana Joker, followed by a foil Meteor Emperor Seaworm. We pulled a non-foil version earlier. And Gundam Barbatos 4th Form. The box has paid for itself. Boo Yakasha. That's the good kind of Boo Yaka, by the way. So it also doubles as Fallen Angel, Acedia, Void Lord. I think that this was actually a fairly decent one. This might actually be one of the slightly more expensive, like $45 ones. But that's fantastic. Our box has paid for itself. And I'm fairly happy about that. I like it when I get lucky and I get theoretical profit or I break even. Now, some of you may go ahead and click off the video right now, and I don't blame you. We saw the goods. So I want to thank you for anybody who decides to go ahead and head out. Go ahead and check out my other videos. Find me on Twitter at Merlin Sensei or on Twitch at twitch.tv/Merlin_Sensei. We've got our Ant-Man, followed by Elefog, Red Dragon Emperor Ira, and Harpy Nest Palace as a foil common. Not too bad. Still looking for some decent stuff, like I said. The Ant Strike Back is what I'm looking for. Am I looking for anything else, really? Well, I pulled another Ripper Azalea that I really didn't need, but that's fine. I don't know. I think I'm pretty happy and just kind of looking to see where things go with my foil distribution, so to speak. Mech token, love that. Ice Goddess Frigg, followed by Tranquil Ice Cavern as a foil common, followed by Ten Sword Saint Starblade Dragon as an X-Rare. Fantastic. I was worried for a second there when I saw the foil Tranquil Cavern. I thought we hit a dud pack. I'm also looking for one more Emerald Man for my collection and my deck, honestly. 1, 2, 3, And there's probably one in here, but out of 2 boxes that I opened previously, I only pulled 3 of them, which was kind of weird. Mech token. Let's take a look. Hey, there's that crocodile I mentioned earlier. Fantastic card for yellow. Spirit gains bless if it has a soul core on it for the low price of only 2 cores on it. Which is fantastic. Plus, you can go ahead and take it up to a 5K. This is probably one of the better Fabled Beasts out there. Foil Eleflog, womp womp. MacLeod Mammoth Aegis, though. Fantastic. I've heard good things about this. It's one of the slightly better white cards in this set, honestly. And I think if people want to go ahead and run a Machine Beast deck, it's definitely way more plausible now than it used to be, in my opinion. So we'll go ahead and see if Stall White starts hitting a little bit harder nowadays, considering Nalmengard, and you got Nalmengard City out, and then flipping White has like 12 ice shields that they could play for all intents and purposes. You've got Suppression, Ice Shield itself, and Infinity Shield. You know what I mean? So, whew. Let's go ahead and take a look. Ant-Man token, as always, fantastic. Armor Sore Edmund Sard. That is just a weird one to go ahead and say. Corpse Giant Gigasha as our rare. And Fallen Angel Acedia. Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm seeing double. Technically, but not really. But kind of cool that we went ahead and pulled the regular Fallen Angel Acedia so you could go ahead and see, what the regular artwork is compared to Barbados 4th form, etc., etc. And that's only considered a rare, which is kind of weird. Like, is it one of the only Void Lords that's actually a rare? No, Ira is also just a rare. Sorry, I'm just looking back through my stuff real quick. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Alright, another pack. Let's go ahead and pop her open. Kapowie. One thing that I don't understand, maybe you guys can go ahead and explain it to me. For those of you that play the game, watch the prices, this, that, and the other. Mushrantula. The card's fine, in my opinion. I don't know, Ant-Man token. I don't know why it is getting so flippin' hyped up, and the price is up to, it's like $5, something like that. It's like I said, the card's fine, but it's not amazing in my opinion. Horn Fortress Elasmoth, followed by Mushrantula! What are the odds? You know what I mean? The correct answer is 50-50. The odds were 50-50. Either I'd pull Mushrantula or I wouldn't. But yeah, it's a 3-drop reduction 1. When it comes in at level 1 or 2, when summoned, if you spend the Soul Core as part of the Spirit's summoning cost, your opponent selects a card from their hand and discards it. And it comes in at 2K for 1 Soul Core, 3K for 2 Soul Cores. It's fine. A bit underpowered, maybe even mediocre in my opinion. Like, why are people going crazy for this guy? Now, if this said when summoned you spend a Soul Core as part of the Spirit summoning cost, you select a card from your opponent's hand and discard it. Yeah. Like, I feel like that would be huge, but I don't know. And that's what I'm saying. Let me know. What do you guys think? Am I missing some super hidden tech combo of OP-ness that I just, can't put my tiny smooth brain around? Let me know. Soul Core, which means mech token. Love it. Another Dark Knight Lamorak in regular, which is fine. It's a good card. It's not too bad. Blizz Zaster Eagle. Oh, I can speak. And, hey, Foil Flame Weasel. I actually use this in my Gagano Rex decks. He's a little bit better than Cornered Flame Rat, in my opinion, because he can go ahead and get over that hump easier. The Burning Force hump, of course, as you can see. He doesn't have the effect that when he does damage, you get to draw a card. But for the same core amount, I'm trading that effect for 1,000 more BP, so he has a bit more longevity, which is good because he's an Emperor Beast, and we want Emperor Beast on the field if we want to get out Big Daddy Gigano Rex. All right, let's go ahead and see what we got here. Excuse me for all the sniffling you guys might be hearing. My allergies are out of control. Let's go ahead and take a look. Mech Token, love those. Somersault. Mo Guns was talking about that. He's like, this card's amazing. It's like, it's a little bit expensive, isn't it? I mean, it's great that, you know, yellow spirits can't be blocked by your opponent's level 2 spirits during this turn, but it's super specific. It's level 2 spirits, not level 2 spirits or lower. And, you know, the flash effect, it gains 2,000 BP during this turn, but for 6 reduction 3, I'm not feeling it personally. But again, maybe it's some super secret tech that I just don't know about. What do we got? Divine Saturn Dragon Chronos Boros. Basically just Divine Saturn Dragon Time Snake, for all intents and purposes. And Ursus Polaris. Interesting. As a foil uncommon. Let's go ahead and keep going. Another pack, another chance at greatness. I hope you guys have been enjoying these pack openings. Again, go ahead and let me know in the comments. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you like, what you don't like. Merlin, your camera is stupid. Yes, I know, thank you. But yeah, like, just you know, be nice. Shrike followed by Reanimate. You know, we'll see. And Assassinate foil common. Not bad, not bad. I kind of like that. Merlin, where's all the gameplay? I'm working on it. I currently have a graphics card issue where I might need to get a new graphics card, so I can't run a whole lot. So hooking up a computer and running OBS to record, you know, I can only do so much. I'm sorry. Core, aka Ant-Man token. Love those. Thunder God McDonar. You see, I told you about that. Oh, another Fallen Angel Acedia, but this time non-foil. It's kind of crazy. So we've pulled the 3 different types of Acedia. It's kind of cool. Box Acedia. Followed by, hey, okay, a foil Insect Aura. If I'm running, you know, an Insectoid Carapace deck, this card is definitely going in there. Well, which I've got kind of statted out right now. I mean, it's 4 reduction 3, so you can pay as little as 1 for it. And it can be used during main turn or flash, which is fantastic. Select a spirit. During this turn, it gains 1,000 BP for each Carapace or Insectoid you control. And you could really bamboozle your opponent if you've got Herrick Dynus on field, and let's just say you have, I know these are like perfect circumstances, you've got Herrick Dynus on the field, and you've got Infinity Mothership, and then, okay, it's your opponent's turn, and they go into their attack, and you get all your cores back, and then you go ahead and you summon, like a couple other things that are Carapaces, and then bamboozle, and your opponent's like, okay, whatever, I'm still going to go ahead and swing, and then you're like, Insect Aura. I know I sounded stupid there, but still, the bamboozlement. If they're playing green, they should expect either Insect Aura or Thorn Prison. Like, I think that those two are, so to speak, the soul of a green deck, potentially. Sure, you could go ahead and run Prey Birds, but I don't think they're as good as Insectoids and Carapaces at the moment. Mech token. We've got Song Shane, another Ant-Man general, this time regular instead of foil, and, ooh, speaking of cards that I like to use and are foil, Heaven's Cloak Butterfly. I like this. 4 reduction 2, of course. So, when summoned at level 1 or 2, select one of your spirits, place a core from the void onto it, and it's not quite as good as some other things, but for only 3 cores, we can go ahead and get to 5,000 BP, which is saucy. We like that. That's going into the deck that I already have slightly made. I tried the 1.0 deck at my locals recently. Got demolished because I just couldn't get my engine running correctly. Made a couple of changes. Added Netherworld Depth because drawing is just good. You know what I mean? And it makes sense in green because a lot of green effects are exhaust an opponent's spirit. And Netherworld just says, you know, well, your opponent exhausts his spirit. It's like, oh, mech token, by the way. Gravedigger Skeleton. I still bemoan the fact that this isn't a 2-drop in and of itself. I mean, it makes sense that it's 3 reduction 1, where when summoned at level 1 or 2, you may select a spirit card that costs 2 or fewer from your trash and summon it exhausted. But if this were even just a straight 2, no reduction, do you know how amazing a specific 2-cost deck would be with this guy? Oh, that'd be sweet. Imperial Night God Avalo Paladion. We pulled a normal version of him earlier. Now we've got the foil. Hey, Floating Grave White Whale. This is actually my second white whale. He was speculated to be really good early on before, and just as the set was released, still waiting to see if he's able to pull some stuff off, but the fact that we got another one, I'm kind of happy about. 2 packs left in the box. As we already know, we're not pulling any SPRs or other Gundam rares or the Saga rare or anything like that. If we did, I would honestly be confused but happy. But I highly doubt it's going to happen. But we've still got, you know, potential for some good stuff. I still haven't seen the Ant Strike Back, Ant-Man token, speaking of ants, which I believe is a rare. Hey, there's an Ant-Man that I was looking for. That makes my set. I'm kind of happy about that. Yes, it's only an uncommon. But like I said, this thing seems like an extremely short print uncommon, in my opinion. I don't know if you guys have had much success with pulling a lot of them or not. And of course he's good because you can get him out for cheap. Usually turn 1, especially if you can get a Map Butterfly out, where it's just like Map Butterfly for free, and then put a core on it, pay 1 for the Emerant Man, put a core on it, and if you really feel saucy, you can go ahead and defend with him right off the bat. You know, you can swing with him right off the bat. You know, he's kind of like, in a matter of speaking, a green lava fish. Flamefish, rather. Because he makes your opponent think. It's like, you know? I'm destroying one of his spirits, but do I really want to give him something in return, so to speak? Uh-oh, I think we got a skunk pack. Because we've got a Gravedigger Skeleton as an uncommon, which means the next card is probably just a regular rare, or worse, a foil uncommon. Nope, even worse than worse, a foil common, Divine Dragon Naga. Womp womp. Win some, lose some. We had the 4th form Barbados Gundam card in here, which was amazing, and then we got a skunk pack. Oh well, too bad, so sad, life goes on. Alright, last pack of this box. We've got our core, aka Ant-Man token. Still would really like to see the Ant Strike Back, maybe even a foil Ant Strike Back followed by a regular rare Ant Strike Back. I'd just be kind of like, oh cool, I got the 2 that I needed for my collection. Kind of Princess Anne as an uncommon, yoink! Scout Crondale as the rare, and as our foil, what do you think? X-rare, foil common, foil uncommon, foil rare. What do you guys think? I'm thinking X-rare, because I feel like I'm missing one. No, it is a common foil Signiswan. And that is the box. Let's go ahead and put out the goodies so you all can go ahead and see them again real quick. We've got Floating Grave, White Whale. Let's go ahead and get in frame. Let's move these guys off to the side. These are just rares. We've got, of course, Gundam Barbatos, 4th form. We've got Merged MacLeod, Mammoth Aegis, or Aegis. 10-Sword Saint Starblade Dragon. Void Ogre Emperor Avarisha. Daimyo Beast Yaiba no Kami. And Armor Tree Deity Herrick Dynus. Although I did get this one as extra from this box, I'm glad I did order my other ones. Yeah, not the worst pulls ever. We'll go ahead and just look really, really quickly, I promise, to see what TCG Player has to say about Barbatos. Barbatos Slim, but you're supposed to be in Barbatos. Gundam Barbatos. Yeah, Gundam Barbatos, 4th form, Fallen Angel Acedia, currently about $60 on TCG Player. So this almost pays for 2 boxes, which today's market is really good. But that is going to go ahead and do it for me. I hope you guys all enjoyed this box opening. If you have any comments, I am always open to constructive criticism. I know that my camera's not the best, my lighting's not the best, my microphone's not the best. I'm still working very hard to try and bring everything together, and I appreciate your patience. I also appreciate you coming and following the channel, or subscribing to the channel, I guess it would be here on YouTube. Also, go ahead and check me out on Twitter at Merlin Sensei. And you can go ahead and find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Merlin_Sensei. Links are all going to be in the comment section below, in the description below. I swear I've done this before. But anyway, thank you all once again for coming and hanging out with me. I have been Merlin Sensei. You have been absolutely fantastic. Until next time, bye for now.